In a distant village nestled between the rolling hills and the vast savanna, there once lived a young woman named Amina. The village was called Nyambani, and it was known for its vast baobab trees that reached high into the sky, casting long shadows over the thatched roof huts. Amina was a beauty that radiated like the sun. Her skin was the color of ripened mahogany, her eyes twinkled like the brightest stars, and her laughter was like the sound of water rushing over smooth stones. From a young age, she was desired by many, and the village men would often find excuses to visit her house, bringing gifts or seeking her advice. As Amina grew older, her beauty intensified, and so did her desire to experience life. She was a free spirit, unbound by the confines of societal expectations. Amina believed in the power of love and human connection, and she did not limit herself to loving just one man. She found joy in the companionship of many men in the village, enjoying their love and affection openly. The elders of Nyambani frowned upon her behavior. They believed a woman should be modest and keep herself only for her future husband. Gossip spread like wildfire, and many whispered behind Amina's back, calling her names and questioning her morals. Despite the judgment, Amina held her head high, for she knew her heart was pure, and her actions were guided by love. Years passed, and Amina's youthful days of carefree exploration began to wane. She longed for a deeper connection, a bond that would last a lifetime. She desired marriage but knew the men she had known so intimately might not see her as a wife. In her search for advice, Amina visited the oldest and wisest creature in Nyambani, the great baobab tree, which had stood for centuries and witnessed the lives of countless villagers. As Amina approached the ancient tree, she felt a sense of peace wash over her. She laid her hands on its gnarled trunk and whispered her concerns, hoping that its wisdom would guide her. "O great baobab," she began, "I have known love in many forms and from many men, but now I seek a love that lasts a lifetime. How can I find a husband in a village that shuns my past?" The baobab tree, ever so wise and kind, rustled its leaves in response. From a knothole in its trunk emerged a voice, deep and resonant. "Amina, child of the earth, your path is unique, and your heart is filled with love. Your past is not a chain that binds you, but a path that has shaped who you are. To find what you seek, you must first reveal the truth of your heart." With these words in mind, Amina returned to the village, her spirit renewed. She gathered the villagers in the central square beneath the watchful eyes of the baobab tree. Her voice, clear and strong, echoed through the air as she spoke. "People of Nyambani," she began, "I stand before you not as a woman to be judged, but as a soul who has known the depth of love. I have loved openly and freely, and though my ways may not align with tradition, my heart remains pure. I seek a husband who will accept me as I am, with all my past and my present." The villagers listened in silence, their judgmental whispers fading into the breeze. Amina's honesty and courage touched their hearts. Among the crowd stood Kofi, a humble and compassionate fisherman who had always admired Amina from afar. Unlike the others, he saw not her past but the beauty of her spirit. Kofi stepped forward, taking Amina's hand in his. "Amina, your heart is like the mighty baobab, strong, resilient, and filled with life. I see you for who you truly are, and I wish to walk this path of life with you, to love you for eternity, embracing all that you are." Tears of joy flowed from Amina's eyes as she realized that love, in its truest form, had found her at last. The villagers, moved by Amina's bravery and Kofi's unwavering acceptance, cheered in celebration. The wisdom of the baobab tree had indeed worked its magic. Amina and Kofi were wed beneath the sprawling branches of the baobab tree, they are blessed by its ancient wisdom. Together, they lived a life filled with love, understanding, and mutual respect. Amina's story became a legend in Nyambani, a tale of how love transcends judgment and how honesty and courage can transform hearts. And so, the tale of Amina and the wisdom of the baobab tree was passed down through generations, a timeless reminder that the past shapes us but does not define our future. It is our hearts, open and honest, that lead us to true and lasting love.